Welcome to the Goob Show. I am Goob, promoter representative on these YouTube streets. Sorry, I'm a little late. My other computer went down. As you can see, I don't have any intro um, to start off with. So I just wanted to check it, see if I can come on. And on this computer, it did it. My other computer, I guess I don't have enough space or something that has all my intros and all that. For this live, I'm going to make it real short. I did this because the Las Vegas UFO alien topic is getting a little watered down because so many people are twisting it up with different videos. Everybody's talking about it, but it's the people that's putting out the information on it that's kind of twisting it up, because this isn't the first time that we've had alien contact. For a lot of people, they're not going to believe it. You may not believe what's going on in Vegas. You might not believe their whole story as a family and what they seen. They've gotten awfully quiet. There's videos out there of him about to do an interview with somebody else, and they ask him, hey, get his license. You don't know who he is. Of course they're going to come around because it's something they don't want to tell. They don't want you to know. That's the problem. And I can go over, I was thinking of doing my next video and doing it over, going over the same exact thing that other people are going over with the Las Vegas crash, with the alien they say they seen. I believe they seen it. I mean, they all had guns, and I don't know if the one in the back looked like he really could use that gun, but they had guns. They broke out of there, didn't pull their gun, didn't do nothing. I don't think the daddy actually seen it himself. I think the kids ran first and the daddy ran after him. That's just my perspective. The thing of it is this is not the first time, and it won't be the last time. So I'm gonna get right into it. This site I used to mess with for a long time. Let me 1 second. This site here, I'm gonna have to blow it up, move myself out the way. Maybe 15 years ago. Let me get back in here before I just open it up. About 15 or so years ago, it had a lot of information that you could see that's happening today when I was looking at it back then. It's why I so easily that I'm going to be able to go back to certain pictures. They got a movie that just came out in 2022 in Brazil about a same encounter, basically what they had in Las Vegas in Brazil. Oh, shoot, I didn't move myself out the way. If that's what each one of them seen, you'll see it in this preview of this movie. Let me see if I can bring it up. First, I got to take out the other one. My bad. Shout out to everybody that has stopped through, or I'm getting, probably for the title. Get a little shook up or something. I'm not figuring it out because I'm at. So let's see. This is the trailer for this movie. I thought it was a good documentary. But I want y'all to check this out real quick.
In 1996, the people of Varginha, Brazil, witnessed a UFO event that would change their lives forever.
Só que ele planava, ia perdendo lentamente a altitude e ia caminhando.
Call it another Roswell, if you will. It is a crashed vehicle that had beings on board.
Mas que eles não poderiam admitir a verdade, a população ia entrar em colapso.
What I wanted y'all to look at, I guess I can bring it down a little bit because it's big.
Finally, the facts will be revealed.
The Varginha case is considered the most well-kept secret in the military circles of Brazil.
My objective here is to put some clarity.
What I want y'all to look at and listen to, some of the same things that was going on in 1996 is going on with this family here. People ain't gonna say it. They're gonna say it's a conspiracy theory. They family shut up. Their family ain't doing no more interviews. They not. Who told them to do that? Was they getting backlash for it? Everybody that talks about UFO getting a little bit of backlash. Did they get enough where they don't want to do interviews? They don't want to do shit no more? When people talk about, they left. No, they secluded up in that house. Probably miserable as hell because he came out. Because they made some innocent, what has to make you think it's really something to this, because they clearly have shut the fuck up.
Clarity on what took place in Varginha, Brazil, January 1996.
Dois seres extraterrestres foram capturados, depois posteriormente foram levados para o hospital.
The witnesses are some of the most compelling testimony I've ever heard.
Meu nome é Carlos de Souza.
Meu nome é Cátia Xavier.
Meu nome é Liliane Silva.
Meu nome é Valquíria Silva. Em 1996.
Those were the three people in the picture.
Action. A lot of people in this town have a little piece of the puzzle.
Naquele local, eu vi o rastro da criatura, o pé.
Foi onde ele falou que eu vi era uma coisa sobrenatural.
This year,
Mark Pelixerez, he had captured this creature with his bare hands.
você confirma que o seu irmão estava de serviço naquele dia 20?
Confirmo.
After he captured the creature, he developed this infection that wouldn't go away.
Foi pro CTI de manhã, 7 horas da manhã.
That was her brother. One of the witnesses, her brother captured it. Whatever he did, touched it or whatever, he was dead in 24 hours. But this is basically the same thing as Vegas. They just didn't touch it because they don't know what it was, or they wasn't getting close. I'll put it that way. They was more scared than anything. They wouldn't go
15 para o meio-dia, ele veio a óbito.
This can no longer be covered up.
They might shoot us because we're on the property.
This can't be denied.
Bateram na porta. E aí falaram para mim,
ficar quieto. Se qualquer um que ia sofrer uma
see what it
punição
says?
muito
The
severa.
punishment
This
will be
was proof
severe.
We pull this off. It'll be the most compelling testimony revealed.
of contact.
Aqui, ó. Foi aqui.
This is a level of confirmation that only a
Hey.
handful of people on this planet have.
That's the same shit that's happening to them folks. That's facts. That's the same thing happening to them. What's going on? Hold on, let me cut this off. That's the same thing happening to them. People say why they not talking no more, why they ain't doing no First of all, they already washed, as far as the news goes, they washed all this shit under the rug. The most time is getting is on the internet, through Twitter, through Instagram, Reddit. But the news, they ain't talking about it. They more interested in what's happening with Trump. How he gonna get convicted. So of course people gonna like, that shit was bullshit. First, because the police ain't telling the story. They're not telling why they cut off that camera and lost 15, 16 minutes of film. And they ain't talking about that. But it's known throughout time that UFOs been visiting us way before Roswell. Roswell may have been just a technology dump because we had no technology before 1947 when we had the train, fire, the wheel. We didn't have nothing. Anybody that goes up to when the fuck they coming, 90 or something, when they started coming out with video games? What, 80s, late 80s? Was it 70s? Nah. I don't ever remember having no game. Maybe the 80s. Because I know that's the first time we came out with cable. Then our technology just jumped But that's what goes back to this. This site that I've been on for a minute, it gives you, I was on a minute. I can't say now because it's basically shut down. So some of the things that I'm going to go through and show you guys. See, since I just rolled up on this is why I don't want to talk about the Las Vegas shit and bullshit. Because somebody used this same picture right here. Where's the video? Come on. Right here. To say that's how, but compared it as was the somebody's door cam. This video was made in, what did it say? The color video footage, which lasts for a total of 2 minutes and 55 seconds, was apparently smuggled out of the secret Groom Lake Area 51 facility in Nevada by a man referring to himself as Victor. The video film depicts a gray alien being interrogated at the government facility. The footage just came to light on the Art Bell radio show on March 13, 1997. The video I can't show the video because this site is down. Maybe you can find it on the YouTube, but since I seen that, I remember somebody, I think it was on Instagram, put this same picture as if this was the one that was in Las Vegas. Now, it looks like what they were saying the alien looked like in Las Vegas, but this is not the actual one. But I want to go back. I once showed this. This is villagers in Thailand witnessed a 2-foot tall alien being in rice field. They stood up there and they drew it because obviously they don't have cameras or videos like we do. So they could only tell their story and draw it. And that's what they did. They drew it here. Drew it here. This is what it looked like. Like I say, some of the shit that comes out, man, you have to have a hell of an imagination when you're doing something like this. This is rice field workers. So it's always been here. AP Variety Channel, I appreciate you stopping through. Yeah. What's good with you? Yeah, that's the difference. They're not gonna all look alike. And think about this, AAP. On our planet, is everybody 6 foot tall? Or do we have some 7 footers, 6 footers, 5 footers, even 4 footers? You have every range. So that doesn't deter from what they're seeing and what these people in Las Vegas are seeing. That's my point. That's why I'm not really on this Las Vegas thing anymore, because I already know that they out here. What I'm showing y'all is that this ain't the first time. This is not the first time that people have seen things from another planet or from wherever. Well, it's got to be from another planet. You know, I don't call people anything out the name, but to believe that we're the only planet with existence out of all them stars, if you know what a star is, that's just imaginable. They just have the technology to get to us, and we can't get to them. When we get past the moon, okay, then I'll chalk a finger up. Yeah, we got that. We ain't past the moon yet. We've had objects go past the moon, you know, and like I say, a lot of this was thrown under the ground and get it watered down with the whistleblower. They buried that story, and with this Las Vegas sighting, they buried it. Why? What's more important? They finna send Trump to jail. No, they not. They just talking. They can do a whole lot. The man knows too much. Had too many boxes of information in there. Wasn't he about to go and talk about the UFOs? I thought. Oh. Yeah, it was whitewashed right up under the rug for news of him going to jail. But anyway, just like this, whatever this entity is in this picture, I don't know if you guys can see it good. I don't know if you guys can see it good. Let me move myself out the way. Don't even look up on any given day. Well, look, yeah. This one, it's a few of them. See, some of the oldest, and this is why I say this site right here that I fuck with, UFOevidence.org, it's a nonprofit site. For whatever reason, it went down a few years ago. So you're able to get certain pictures. Like I can get this over the moon. Let me give y'all some. Space and moon. This is, as you can see the states. I can see the states clearly. This was taken on a satellite. See this big oval? That motherfucker is just as big. This is California. That's Oregon. That's Washington. That's as big as Washington in this photo. That was done in 1993. I don't think we had too much digital enhancements or photoshopping going on in those times. Another photo of a satellite. This here. This is another one. You see this little black object sitting out there. Those is what are motherships. Those are what's sending out little orbs to go over our planet come from, because they just sitting out there. The government is never going to tell us. They've told us in so many words. They've said it to us that they out there. Let me go to some pictures that go pre-1940s. If anybody can see that, clicking on it. Let me get one of the better ones. Look at dude with the cigarette. 1939. See the little object behind his head? That was taken in Oregon Cave, West Virginia, 1939. They've been here. They've been here. This, 1937, Vancouver, BC, Canada. Dude, 21 years old, was on leave from the Army when he visited Vancouver City to view and photograph the Christmas light display. Along with him was his brother Wilford. The two were suddenly astonished to see a bright blue light drop straight down from the sky. It becomes larger as it did, so they were able to observe the source and the light of the object. And that's the object. So that's why I say it goes so far back. And I'm only going into the 20th century, as they would say it. There you go. AARP. AAP. I don't know why I want to say AARP. My bad. You know what I'm saying? I guess because I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? It just keeps coming out my mouth. But AAP. Let me show you something. On this site is where I seen the first. Let me see. Now that I'm gonna have to find. But it's paintings. There's a painting with supposed to be Mary holding baby Jesus and a dude with his hand up looking at something in the sky. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. I don't know if because I didn't even think about bringing those up on this show, rather. I thought about bringing it up before to go back farther, but I just wanted to go back to the 1940s and just show you. It's so much on here, nuclear facilities. and UFOs. On numerous occasions, UFOs have reported over nuclear power plants as well as nuclear research facilities and nuclear weapons storage bunkers at military bases. These are basically reported. How this UFO evidence got some of this information, I don't know. Happy Father's Day to you, brother. And all the other fathers out there. You know, we don't get to, some of us don't even get the big piece of chicken. You know, but it's our weekend. We can do what we want to. But they nuclear reactors. This where they get all that you guys see, that ancient aliens and all that. Eric Von Dayken. He basically said they helped advancement into the pyramids and other different things throughout the earth that we can't explain. Easter Island, NASDAQ lines, Pichu Manchu. There's a lot of things that we can't explain. For us to say, hey, humans did it by themselves and had no help, I just can't see it, because we can't do some of the things that you see. If you ever looked at Easter Islands and them stone heads and how they were carved, and why are they dug so far in the ground? It's interesting. It's the same thing as these people seeing humanoids. I just went through a few. Let me see what else. Close Encounter of the Third Kind in Poland. Just a little drawing. African school children see landed UFO and occupant. And there's a whole thing. 1994, UFO streaked across the sky in southern Africa. 2 days later, something landed in a schoolyard in Zimbabwe with 3 or 4 things beside it. Vorsian, Russia, 1989. The story of Vorsian aliens recounts the adventures of several young children who claim to have seen a 3-eyed alien with a robot escort. The alien was said to be about 9 feet tall. The craft, according to eyewitness testimony, landed on the outskirts of the city. Shortly thereafter, the tall alien appeared, and upon seeing the young lad, shot a type of weapon at him, causing him to vanish before the eyes of the people around him. Contact case in Georgia, Eastern Europe. I saw a flying saucer. It was standing to the left of me and had 3 legs. All around it were color lights. At the bottom were the stairs, an illuminated window. What was this? July 4th, 1989. Gulf Breeze sightings. Abduction, North Canal Road. There's so many. So not to believe just because there's some differences in this Las Vegas story, there is some cover up in it. There is some cover up in it. But who's the ones that's covering it up? Somebody's telling the truth, as they always say. Somebody's telling the truth, somebody's lying. But my point of this whole live was just to show you. Las Vegas was not the last. It's not the first, and it's definitely not the last. To all my people out there, hey, I appreciate all the support. Like I said, I wasn't going to stay on here long. I just wanted to give my little breakdown of the UFO in Las Vegas. And don't discount it. Is all I'm saying to people. Don't discount it. Take it for what it is. You know, it's a lot of people on here that tell stories from the past that aren't the same as some other individual that might be there. Like I said, for them, the police weren't there. The people that seen it had their story. The police didn't get there for an hour. So what kind of story do they have? Of course they're going to say, well, we didn't see anything. Yet you blocked out that backyard when you went to that backyard. Then 16 minutes is gone. So there's a lot to it. Then the people went quiet. The family that they not getting no type of YouTube fame like anybody and everybody that's talking about this subject right now. It's trending. The people that actually seen it, they ain't trending. They done sat down and shut the fuck up. Who told them to sit down and shut the fuck up? That young man probably wanted, man, this is the famous I'm going to get. Man, I seen a fucking UFO. I can talk about that shit. No, you ain't. We don't want you to say nothing else about here. You know what I'm saying? This. Or he be talking about it. Somebody in his family be talking about it. Somewhere they shut that down. That's the only thing that people have to look at and say, yeah, this shit might be true. What they scared of. They seen it. I've seen a whole bunch of motherfuckers that lie and will stick to that fucking lie until the day they fucking die. So if he was lying, then you gonna shut up and not stick to your lie? Yeah, I don't think he was lying. I think a motherfucker shut him up. But to all my peoples out there, I appreciate the subscriptions. Finally got to that 1K. You know what I'm saying? Like, share. Give me your opinion down in the chat what you think. Because I guarantee you it's going to be another one on the news. Somebody's seeing it. They're going to shut them up too. Eventually, I keep talking about they're going to shut me up. But now I'm in a different realm. I'm going to have a different show. We're going to talk about this shit as much as during the week as I can. Like I tell everybody, always look up. You don't have to look in everybody's face and do all that. Look up. Eventually, you'll see something. Shout out to all my promoter niggas. South in the house. You know what it is. Until the next show, I'm out of here. Peace.